Good afternoon, Vietnam. Here we go. The afternoon session. We had an early rainstorm today. It came in at 11 o'clock. So you can't really set your watch by the weather. Okay. I've got 100 things to say, but I don't know where to start. I initially blurbed about the trip to the dentist and that, and then I've got to tell you this. After we left the dentist, thoroughly disappointed I was. You know, I had bloody gravel rash on the bottom of my lip and dragging it along on the bloody ground. Anyway, I said to Tom, we got wood. So the usual restaurant we go to in the day, just up the road from the dentist, from the second dentist. I'm sitting down there and having, start at the beginning. Again, we went upstairs today and had the whole restaurant to ourselves. And I ordered, as per usual, the combination rice. Today, Tung orders this like rice, God knows how you pronounce it or say it, but it's like much like a rice porridge, okay? And with minuscule additions of meaty looking substance. So we're chewing away there and he offers me some, and naturally I have to oblige him with a bowl of it, what he's eating. So fair enough, eating it. I'm not using chopsticks, I'm using a spoon, little spoon. I had one bowl, and just at the end of the first bowl, let me say, I pulled a wing, a chicken. Now I've eaten quail before, and I'll spatchcock, and it's delicious, it's beautiful. Anyway, I seized a wing, you know, the much resembling chicken wing, however, scaled down. Now, there was no meat on the bone. It must have been put there for flavour, you know, because bones do have a lot of flavour. And I sucked the juice off the bone and put it to the side, and you know, I've got all these tiny. You know, when you boil a chicken, you make chicken soup. And the chicken totally disintegrates. You get those tiny little bits of gristly / tendon, whatever, in amongst it. Now, we have the identical tiny little, you know, bits of constantly picking out little bits of, nice gristle. So then Tom gets the chopsticks into his bowl and he goes, at which point my eyeballs went and my stomach went, and I don't know, it looked like a starling or a minor bird or something, but very, very small. This tiny little bird. Oh, and we were eating the thing, and I gone, oh, you know, I ate grubs the other day, so you know, I suppose birds got to be on the menu somewhere, and so I ate spatchcock. So, at which point then I declined the second offering of his food and reverted back to my simple, humble old combination fried rice. I can't, I don't know where to begin with this explanation of disgust at consuming this bird. Now, as I said, birds are, I mean, chicken's a bird, it's just a big one. Now, excuse me, while I light up. No, give up. Got it. Only took 10 times. So, after recovering from the initial shock, I completed my rice meal and tipped the girl a few thousand dong, which is 30, 40 cents or something. I mean, it's bugger all to us, but I mean to them it's it's hard cash, baby. Give money, give money. Anyway, moving right along, we left the restaurant. Oh, that's right. We didn't leave straight away because the rains. She come down, matey. It bloody barely pissed down. So I'm just pulling your hair out of my eye. We waited for the rain to stop and we went back to the hotel. Now, on the way, I said to him, "You see your friend for me. You see your friend for me is the, well, can you get on for us?" And old Tungster says, I ring. So he pulls up at a roadside cafe, sat down and he calls his wife, I don't know why, but then he calls the man, Mun, and we arranged to meet at 3 o'clock. Henceforth, this process just occurred 20 minutes ago, and I'm back in the hotel room. Now, remember the old label? Super? I'm thinking, I only ordered one, it comes with 2. So, my traveller's checks that I cashed this morning, the lot, gone. For how many million? Over 2 million. It's pretty high and mighty talking in millions, man. As I said, you feel like somebody here with all of this money. But, getting back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I've forgotten. No matter, moving right along. As I said, he rings Tung. Yeah, that's right, I'm back on track. Tung rings Mun. Mun comes over, I meet Mun, the man. We arranged the 3 o'clock meet. Safe. So, I comes up to the hotel, and for the first time I actually went and got a steel Daniel Boone, because the problem that I've been having since I've been here is, the old rubber in the pun, and bing, 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 off it goes flying, and God, so small that, every tiny little bit, half of it's gone, ping, off, and so the germs are bloody everywhere, so you're praying to God that nothing's infected it here, because this is going to become part of your metabolism any minute. Anyway, I went stuck in the kitchen downstairs in the motel room and got the steel Daniel Boone. Comes up, thinking, because there's like, this time, no fucking pinging, I've had enough. Anyway, opens it, and this time, because normally they're in little tiny straws, cut off. This came wrapped in cigarette foil. And I went, oh, this is different. Opens it up. Fuck me dead, Fuck me dead, said Foreskin Ned, the bastard from the bush. It's 3 times the size of the ones that I've been getting. sucker, what's going on here? You know? Straight away. I'm suspicious. My suspicions are confirmed when I get the steel poon, and when I opened it up and saw this monstrous thing, compared to the others, I only put half in, right? H2O, I'm just tinkering around here looking for the lighter, looks back, whew, it's disappeared, just like the old days, you know? Hit it with the water, anything that didn't mix up, you didn't bother. Mate, deja vu. I'm back in the bloody 70s, early 80s again. Ha! It's huge, and second, it's grouse. I mean, fucking grouse. I mean, I'm here. Normally I've got to have, 2 or 3 to be, but no, I'm there, and I'm half, which is not in Vietnamese. Half of what I'm normally sort of consuming. And I've just gone, far idiot, But, as I said, my suspicions are aroused again, because how come suddenly different packaging, different quality? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm complaining for the fact that something dirty work's been afoot, something fishy in Denmark, and now I'm thinking that maybe that this Mun is not the same person that Tung's been seeing. Okay, tomorrow, but see now, I mean the size of these things, now I don't have to see it tomorrow. I've already ordered 2 for the morning. I'm exchanging a bottle of Dimple. Excuse me while I just move off camera here for un momento. Something. Now, Vietnamese aren't into drugs. Well, quite a lot of them aren't, but boy, they like their booze. So, I says to Mun, your father died? I say, you have this, you give drink to everybody, they're very happy. Here we have 15-year-old Scotch that alcoholics would... Alcoholics will drink fucking metho if you put cordial in it. Top shelf. And I mean, they argue whether it's Dimple or Chivas Regal. Me, I don't care. Anyway, I've arranged tomorrow to swap this for Cookwick cups. And it will be interesting to see what eventuates. Hey, you little tune. I'm very happy, chappy. Yeah, so moving right along. That's tomorrow. I've been down on the computer downstairs in the motel trying to book a flight out of here ASAP, and hopefully I can get a flight, because every day I stay here is another $120 because of my consumption, my stupidity, and we won't go there, we won't mention it. Now, I wanted to mention something about, my stupidity, and and I mean, as I told you, I got an IQ of 137. I'm not stupid, but the fact that I'm being taken advantage of, and I know it, but my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do about it. They're ripping me off, and by golly, they've got me over the ropes, on the ropes, and you know, those idiot stupidity, you know, piss on your back and tell you it's raining, and you know it's not rain, and they are pissing on your back, but again, what can you do? Just my journal, remember, I think I've mentioned and shown you my that is now my journal, my video journal, but this has been, you know, over a number of years, has been my stress release valve. This is how I cope with my depression and my mania when it descends upon me, when the black dog descends. But I have made an entry in my journal about the very thing that I'm talking about. Now I'll just get a shot of you there. Can you see this? Yes. Now here we have Johnny Howard whittling on, this is a metaphor of thyself. See, he's pushing the umbrella out of the way so he can piss on your back, and then it says down here, big government pisses on our backs and tells us it's only rain, and political jokes, which they are political joke, John Howard and the like, him and his crony George Bush Senior is my absolute contempt of Jews. This is a page that I'm yet to fill in, but sometimes when I do my journal, I'll just do the graphic and put the text in later, or I might write the text and put the graphics in later. But before I move too far along, I would like just to share this. Look at what we have here. We have the starving Biafran who lies here. Another one, starving, begging for food with the barrel of oil as a pillow, and here we have the Gorbachevs and the George Bushes and all the like that sell military hardware when, if they used the money, they could feed millions of starving people. But that is just so typical of Georgie Bush and the like. Let me very powerful image this, as Nostradamus called it in one of his quatrains, the topsy-turvy cross. Going. Let me see, I just got to find another page. Who's God? Rats in a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Now here's my black dog moments. One of them. Jew, you know, naturally controls America, controls the globe, and of course the oil, and the World Bank here. He's got the UN in his back pocket, old Jew boys, you know. And here, up here, we have God, shaking his fist out of the clouds. If, you know, the jury is out. If only on the way out. If only on the way out. If you knew jury like I know jury. And across here on the other page we have, now here's another one of my drawings of, who is it? Our wonderful, look, Johnny Howard. And who's up him? George Bush, the devil. I did this cartoon, let me see, 2 or 3 days after Hugo Chavez stood and addressed the United Nations and said that, that was after George Bush had walked away from the podium, and Hugo Chavez got up there and said, I can still smell the sulphur, I can still smell the stench from the devil. And there he is, George Bush, the devil himself, you know, or incarnate of the devil. And up here we have God shaking his hand, the hand of God, and he's going, how many times do I warn you about sleeping with the devil? I should have put screwing with the devil. That, you know, there you go. Let me see here. Aliens. My little alien fellow friend there. And here we have the muchness of Christianity. And all the shame that goes with this. This one was another one of my Black Dog days. You know, I did the drawing and didn't write anything. But when I get down and out next time, I will fill in. And here is ban Christmas. You know, because Christmas is all about money and nothing else. It's all economics. And we have here the poor old abused pixie. See, he's on the grog because Santa's been having sex with him and abusing him, and and I call him Anti-Claus, not Santa Claus, but Anti-Claus. I'm carrying out a one-man vigil for the rest of my life, trying to campaign against Christmas, but it's a big fight. Here, a bit of communism, which goes down well with the locals. That flag symbol. Here, Allah. Fuck, if a Muslim saw this, he'd put a knife in my back. But because you're not supposed to do drawings of there's the Kaaba. So where every Muslim has to visit the Kaaba once in their life and do the Hajj. Now, up here we have Allah saying, Allah Akbar, which is God is great. Now, this is a line from the Quran, so you can carry the sword in one hand and the Bible in the other. Here. And in a modern day context, it's the AK-47 in one hand and the Quran in the other. Okay, let's leave that for now, and we'll get back to blah blah blah. Boy, on here you might see I'm the consummate anarchist in here. Ban labels, right? This is the old Mossimo. This cost one of my ex-girlfriends a hell of a lot of money, this shirt. And on the back we have free advertissimo, which is people that wear labels, that's all they're doing. It's free advertising for multinational companies that are running slave shops in order to maximise their profits, you know, at the expense of some poor, starving, third world peasant, you know, and we in the West, we just sit back there and just, you know, lap it up, consumerism, you know, and anyway, excuse me, it's so hot in here. This is the first and last time you'll see me stripping off for the NASA's. But I'm trying to have a little bit of everything on this doco, mini doco, as I wanted to call this My Lonely Planet. And as I said, a little bit of everything. You've seen the eating and the people and the entertainment and a little bit of flesh now to seal the deal, because there's not many tapes left. I've only got one disc remaining after I finish this one off. But, I only took 4 goes that time. And I can sit back and go now, because I've got the cupboard is full. Yeah. So, talking before a couple of days ago about the price of things, you know, and let me share this with you. Monty Python. I've been a Python devotee from day one. Now this is the complete, now I said the complete series. Yes, it does say the complete Monty Python's Flying Circus. This is all the shows and etc. that they did. And that cost in the shop to buy in Australia, I know, that's nearly $80. And here we have Blackadder, Mr. Bean. Now I don't like him as Mr. Bean, but as the Blackadder, and the whole series, you know, when he was Lord Blackadder and just the Blackadder and the modern World War I Blackadder. And again, $70, $5. You know, there's 5 discs in there, and there's 5 discs in there. Okay. Here we have the imbalance of economics. This giving them away virtually, and now here we have the book that I purchased off the guy that had, you know, he had 2 stumps and 1 leg of his own. The other one was wooden. I said to him, you know, he's like part of the furniture in the museum. He cashes in on his afflictions naturally, and I didn't want to buy a book. He had, you know, books and some postcards, and I bought so many postcards. Everyone I know's got a postcard. But I said to him, no, I'll give you a donation. And he said, no donation. You buy book. So I turned around and paid $30 for that bloody thing. Right? Now that is a famous photo in history. This, the girl that's in napalm running naked down the road. She's now living in America. She's become quite famous, that poor suffering little girl, but yeah, he's, yeah, as I said, that has to be offset with things like that, you know. And I did show you the Louis Vuitton wallet. What else? No, that's it for the immediate. Oh, of course, the sunglasses and all. I mean, a couple of dollars a pair. It's the shopper's paradise, as I said the other day. And if I wasn't spending so much money on, I'd have so much stuff to carry home. I'd need a bloody trolley to carry it. So I have deliberately avoided bargains because every single person's got something for sale, and at rock bottom prices. So let's sign off for now, and I'm going to I'm going to have a cold shower, lie down and watch a little bit of television. Got the television there, bud? Hey, he's a good bloke, hey, that fella. And I'm going to have a little bit of a nod because I can. Bloody good here, eh, mate?